Time is running out. There are only 11 episodes remaining of Ash and Pikachu's remarkable journey. Our last experience with Ash Ketchum will be in Pokemon Aim to Be a Pokemon Master, in which he returns to all 8 regions and reunites with former friends and rivals as well as his Pokemon. Given that there are 11 episodes in this final series, these are the 11 things we must see in the final Ash Ketchum chapter episodes. We can't just let Ash leave without accomplishing these certain significant events, so let's talk about it. The first thing we have to see is Ash reuniting with all of his released Pokemon again. Through the flashback in episode 135 and the climactic battle between Ash and Leon, we have now seen every released Pokemon Ash had in Pokemon Journeys. But he has only physically reunited with 2 of them, being Greninja and Butterfree. As a result, I think it would be even better if Ash went to see the other Pokemon he hasn't seen in a while. If these are Ash's final on-screen actions, the climax would be much more satisfying, since he didn't get to see Primeape, Pidgeot, Lapras, Abipom and the others. This segment can be stunning enough with only a few brief second glimpses of him seeing them once more, like he did with Butterfree in the final episode, so why can't they do it again for the rest? The second thing we have to see is the featuring and meeting of characters from the games that didn't originally appear on Ash's journey. The majority of us believed that Pokemon Journeys would take advantage of these missed opportunities, and it did so with characters like Drasna, Liziar and Wickstorm, who didn't make an appearance in the show where their game debuts. However, that's where it stops, and unfortunately there's still a ton of unpresented characters on the roster, from the likes of Karen, Bede, Nessa, Marshall, Dahlia, Hugh, and that's just scratching the surface. So, as I previously stated, these could just be brief scenes. They don't even have to interact with Ash, just having them appear in the background of various episodes will do. This will more than make up for the chance lost to include all of these expressive Pokemon characters in the anime. The third one on the list we have to see is Ash reunite with all of his past rivals. Ash's rivals have had a major impact on his journey and his character. Without them, Ash would have never defeated the tyrant champions that are Cynthia and Steven, as well as the former strongest trainer in the world, Leon. The urge to be a trainer who is constantly better than you is what drives Ash to be the best. Ash has faced diverse range of opponents in terms of personality like Cameron, battling style like Tiono, and even level of knowledge like Paul. He's also had to learn brand new talents either the easy or difficult way, which resulted in a setback. All of this makes it only fair that in this 11-part series we get to see every single rival Ash encountered on his journey to be the very best. For the fourth thing we have to see is Ash using all of his past Pokemon again. The most recent Aim to Be a Master trailer shows Ash and Pikachu strolling and interacting with his more experienced Pokemon. I hope that Ash chooses a team of 6 distinct Pokemon from his 8 generational teams, essentially using all of them for this reason. For instance, I think it would be a lot of fun to go with Sceptile, Pignite, Staraptor, Dauphin, Sirfetch'd and Noivern for an episode, especially from that nice nostalgic standpoint. Which teams would you like to see Ash use? Comment them down below. The fifth thing on the list we have to see is Ash having a champion defense match in Manalo Stadium. I really want this to happen. The closest thing that resembles this was Ash's unique battle royale in episode 112. This wasn't horrible at all and served its purpose amazingly, but it left me wanting at least one title defense match. It would be awesome to see Ash defend his championship title in Alola once more, as you receive a champion defense match every time you defeat the Elite Four in the Sun and Moon games. I think it would be epic for Ash to face Ryuki or Hao again in a rematch. Sixth up, and we just have to see this, it's Ash finally catching a Dunsparce. For 2 generations, our boy Ash has been attempting to catch a damn Dunsparce. First in Unova, and then in Kalos where he wasn't able to use any Pokeballs to do so. Since this is his final farewell, I believe it's only fair that he gets that unique Dunsparce once and for all. Okay, the number 7 thing we have to see is Ash reuniting with all of his companions once again. The most recent Aim to Be a Pokemon Master trailer shows Ash seeing Misty and Brock once more, strongly implying that everyone else will also make another appearance. Ash's friends propelled him further and further towards his dream, taught him the teachings of Pokemon, and let him experience experiences he could never have again. They helped Ash navigate, support, console, and lift him through his major highs and lowest points. Without one of these roles, the anime would not be the same. bonds and connections that no matter how far away he was, always made him feel at home. So allowing Ash to spend time alone with them for one last time will undoubtedly help Ash's journey come to a fulfilling finish that we can all be satisfied with. The Sinnoh trio, the Unova trio, and the Kalos gang are the ones I'm the most eager to see again. For the 8th thing we have to see is Ash evolving one of his past Pokemon. I believe it would be amazing for one of Ash's 18 unevolved Pokemon to evolve in Ash's final hurrah and realize their full potential. Gible is the Pokemon Ash should choose to evolve in my opinion, with its greatest achievement being that it was able to land a significant rock smash on Tobias's Darkrai, which is just another level of insane. Ash's Gible is one of his pre-evolved Pokemon to demonstrate some of the most potential. On top of that, it has access to the devastating Draco Meteor move. So, just picture the evolution of Gible into Goodbye and then perhaps super strong Garchomp in this final chapter of Ash. That would become a legendary moment and the fanbase would go crazy. We simply need to witness this. The 9th thing on the list which we just have to see is Ash having a rematch with one of his rivals that he failed to defeat in the past. There are several rivals that Ash hasn't defeated over the previous 25 years, like Richie, Harrison, Tyson, Tobias, Cameron, and Virgil. But Alan is the one I want to see Ash defeat oh so much. They had the simple chance to give Ash that victory again in the Masters 8 tournament, but shockingly they passed it up. The fanbase is still feeling some sorrow following the unexpected Kalos League loss, where it seemed like Ash had no other choice but to win the match against the now 6th strongest trainer Alan. Ash vs Alan is one of the greatest Pokemon battles in Pokemon anime history. Heck, I'd even say it's up there in one of the best anime battles. Ash vs Alan is so well known that many of you watching right now might not even be Pokemon fans, and you've still probably seen it or at least heard of it. If there's anyone Ash should finally triumph over, it's Alan. If this happens, then man, thank you Pokemon anime for another fight between these two powerhouses. We would all be very grateful for that experience again. Think about the scenes. Number 10 on the list, and it's one of the biggest, is Ash finally catches his first ever legendary Pokemon, being Latias. I believe that as a community, we can all agree that it's long overdue for Ash to catch his first ever legendary Pokemon. Solgaleo is a great example of how Ash has so far befriended every single legendary Pokemon he has encountered. Nevertheless, he decided against catching them. Aim to be a Pokemon Master's first episode's latest summary informed us that Ash and Pikachu will run into the legendary Pokemon Latias, who was injured in a forest. If you've forgotten, there's a very significant chance, though it hasn't been confirmed, that this Latias is the very same one that Ash met in Pokemon Movie 5, Pokemon Heroes, Latios and Latias. They had a really strong bond and many of us fans hoped that Ash would someday reunite with her. Now that Latias is the first legendary Ash encounters in the final chapter, I think it's certain that Ash will finally accomplish this milestone that a majority of us have been longing for, catching a legendary Pokemon, specifically Latias. Ash is now the strongest trainer in the entire world, therefore a trainer of his status most surely deserves a legendary Pokemon. If there's going to be one, I'm happy and hope it's Latias. Here's a bonus one before the final thing we have to see, and that's Ash Ketchum finally aging. It's something we've all wanted for such a long time, so I recommend you check out my recent video after this one about the potential chance of Ash Ketchum being the father to the new Pokemon protagonist, Liko. Okay, now for the final one, being number 11, and it makes the most sense that we just have to see Ash Ketchum finally become a Pokemon Master and we find out what it truly means to be one. To become a Pokemon Master has been Ash's main motivation for departing on his Pokemon journey. Even though only Ash actually understood what a Pokemon Master was, he made sure to tell everyone he encountered that his ultimate ambition was to become one. It's a special gesture that helped people remember the boy's dream to become a Pokemon Master and his unique identity. Gary questions Ash in the most recent trailer of the final chapter of Ash. Now that you become a champion, how close are you to being a Pokemon Master? Ash responds with an astonished huh? I believe that since this series is the last one, they will really concentrate on explaining to us what it means to be a Pokemon Master through old and new experiences. And in that final episode, Ash Ketchum will achieve this status. Numerous theories about what this alleged Pokemon Master goal is have been put forth on the internet, but since Aim to be a Master is Ash's final on-screen appearance, I believe our questions will be answered, and I'm really excited. If the title of Ash's final chapter, Pokemon Aim to Be a Pokemon Master, doesn't persuade you already, I don't know what will. So yeah everyone, these were my 11 things we have to see in the final Ash Ketchum chapter. Thanks for watching and I hope you enjoyed and agree with some. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Before Ash finally takes his exit, what things do you want to see happen in the 11 episode series? Comment them all down below. Be sure to subscribe for all new Pokemon anime content. It's been your boy Aurazora, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care and stay blessed.